Right, so it is leg day. We are 2.5 weeks out as of filming this video. That means this week is the, I don't know what you would call it. I would consider next week my peaking week. Tonight's squat workout is going to be 6 to 8 sets. Depending on feeling 6 sets, I might push up to 8 of 2 reps, 360 pounds. So pretty heavy. I'm really gonna push myself, really gonna be a intense leg session. And I think in this video I want to talk about how you prepare for meet maxes and what you kind of, do whatever your numbers are gonna be, whether it be your opener or whether it be your second attempt, third attempt, because I get a lot of questions about that, so I might kind of touch on that. But other than that, the actual squats itself should go pretty well. My back is very sore from all the deadlifts that I've been doing. I had to do 8 sets of 2 on deadlifts. I don't know if the video was up before this or after it, but either way, feeling good, energetic, legs feel strong. Let's get in the gym. Alright. Matthew McConaughey here. Just kidding. It is Mr. Max doing some squats. What you're going to see in this video is 6 sets of some heavy weight, 4 sets at 85%, 2 sets at 80%, followed by some front squats with 225, getting a little better at those front squats. I really, and what's interesting about these clips is that I've actually done this weight before, but as you may know, when you push yourself in other lifts throughout the week, because squats are not the first lift that I do, it's going to affect it. So if you're pushing yourself harder in your deadlifts the day or two before, it's going to affect your squats, and vice versa, depending on when you have your, lifts. So push myself a little harder on the deadlifts, and thus making my squat not as great as I've done before, because I've done this weight, not necessarily for all these sets, but I have done this weight for a couple of reps. Still feeling really great about what I'm going to squat at the meet. Actually, all my numbers, I'm very confident that I'm going to do well. At least I want to do well. Fingers crossed. I wanted to talk this video about how to judge, what your PR is going to be at a meet. So I'm going to give you a little insight. When you weigh in, you can either weigh in on the night before, generally in the evening, or you can weigh in the morning of. I usually choose to weigh in the morning of, because, I like to be a big fat fatty the night before, and then in the morning I wake up and I am 130 pounds, like what I look like. So when you weigh in, you must give them your initial lifts. So you must know the lifts, actually in kilograms, which they have a conversion sheet there, but you got to know what your opening number is going to be, and that number you cannot change. So once you tell them your opening number, so for squat, let's just say I'm going to do 385, okay? That is the number that they are going to put on the damn bar when you go up to do your squat, because they have it all set up. You can't change that. Then, once you perform your first lift, you have approximately 30 seconds usually to go tell the judges what your second lift is going to be. Not your third yet. As you see here, stretching out them lumbars, cracking the back. So you have 30 seconds to go tell the judges what you want your next lift to be. And once you tell them that, you can't really change it, even though I did in my deadlift competition, but I did that in about 5 seconds from telling them. So really, you can have an idea of what you want your 3 numbers to be for your, let's say, your squat, but you won't know until the actual day of, because when you get in there and you do that first lift, that is going to be the basis for your next 2 lifts. Now, a lot of online powerlifting, peaking advice, forums, programs, whatever, will tell you that your second attempt should be a PR. So then if you fail on that second attempt, you have a third and final attempt to either adjust it down maybe 5 pounds or just go crazy and go for that PR again. That's an interesting way to look at it, because in my opinion, even though I'm not an experienced powerlifter by any means, maybe Mr. Johnny Candido or Brandon Campbell can chime in, I would personally say that your second attempt should be near your max, but not necessarily a new max, because I think it's going to be a very large jump up to go from your first attempt to a PR unless you really, in the warm-ups, are going very, very heavy. It's kind of a guessing game. Do you, on your second attempt, do you do a kind of reserved number that's still heavy, so then in your third attempt you can, go for that final PR, because generally at a meet you're going to PR. You don't go to a meet to do the same damn numbers that you've always done. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. Obviously, if you wanted to PR on your second attempt, you would just, when you're warming up in the back, warm up heavier in preparation to go up on that first attempt. So your first attempt would actually be heavy. So if I did, if I went the method of that, of making my second lift a PR attempt, I would probably do 405 for an opener, honestly. So it's interesting. So what are your guys' opinion on that? Do you think that going for a PR on the second attempt would be a good idea? Or do you just go balls to the wall, get one attempt, and you hit it or miss it? That's going to be the topic. That's why I want to give you a little insight of how you can kind of set up for PRs. It's going to be interesting. I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. I still have a little bit of time, but I would love your opinion. Hope you guys like this video, and check out this little end rant where I'm super sweaty. I will see you guys in the next video. So that was a tough workout. So what you saw there, I'm sure I talked about in the commentary. The goal was to do 85%, but it was actually between 80 and 85%. So I didn't fail necessarily. So 6 sets, I did 4 sets of 85%, 2 sets of 2 of 80%. So still in the allotted space, stuff that I wanted, but all in all, getting pretty satisfied with my squat strength. Today, you know, I was just tired, but I really got to step up my game, just because, like I said, 2.5 weeks out. This is the week before my peak week, because after my next squat session, that I do is going to be my final heavy squat day before my meet. So really got to step my game up, really got to push myself and see what these baby legs, god damn, sorry guys, see what these baby legs can do. So tired as hell, gonna go home, eat some food, probably some hot dogs, and see you next video, guys.